Risk, incentives, consequences, haze mind, the hidden economics behind big decisions.
Some of the most dangerous financial crises don't begin with a market crash. They don't begin with a recession. And they don't begin with panic. They begin with a plan. A retirement plan. For decades, millions of Americans were told the same story. Work hard. Save consistently. Buy a home. Invest for the future. And one day, after a lifetime of effort, you'll finally be able to stop working. It sounds reasonable. It sounds responsible. It sounds safe. But after more than 20 years assessing financial risk, I've learned something uncomfortable. The greatest retirement risk isn't running out of money. It's believing you have enough. Because most retirement crises don't begin when people stop working. They begin decades earlier, quietly. One inflation report at a time. One medical bill at a time. One insurance premium at a time. Welcome to Inside Haze Mind. Let's audit the system. Retirement is often presented as a savings problem. People ask, how much should I save? How much should I invest? How large should my retirement account be? Those questions matter, but they may not be the most important questions. Because retirement is no longer just a savings problem. It is becoming a spending problem. Imagine two retirees. Both have accumulated substantial savings. On paper, they appear equally prepared. But one retires in a world where costs remain stable. The other retires in a world where healthcare, insurance, housing, and daily living expenses rise year after year. The account balances may look identical. The retirement outcomes will not. Inflation does not retire. Insurance companies do not retire. Healthcare costs do not retire. Property taxes do not retire. Every year, the cost of living continues moving upward. The cost of staying alive is rising. Retirement was never designed to solve risk. It was designed to survive stability. The problem is that stability is becoming more expensive every year. Which brings us to perhaps the most underestimated retirement risk of all: healthcare. Most people expect healthcare costs to increase as they age. What they often fail to appreciate is the scale. A major health event can change everything, almost instantly. Many retirees discover that the biggest threat to their retirement isn't a stock market crash. It's a healthcare bill. Because market declines eventually recover. Certain expenses never do. Many Americans still assume Social Security will close the gap. But Social Security was never designed to fund retirement. It was designed to supplement it. Those are not the same thing. There is another retirement risk that rarely appears in financial advertisements. Housing. For decades, Americans were taught to view homeownership as the foundation of financial security. But something unusual has happened. Many retirees are becoming wealthier on paper while feeling poorer in reality. An asset that looked richer on paper. A life that felt poorer in reality. A retiree may own $1 million home and still struggle to pay monthly expenses. The house is valuable, but the cash flow is weak. This is what finance professionals call being house rich and cash poor. The risk didn't disappear. It simply changed owners. And increasingly, retirees are becoming the ones absorbing the cost. Here is the uncomfortable possibility. The retirement crisis may already be happening. Because retirement is where healthcare inflation, housing affordability, insurance costs, government debt, and longer life expectancy finally collide. Markets don't operate on assumptions. Markets operate on risk. The retirement crisis is not about one system failing. It is about multiple systems becoming more expensive at the same time. After more than 20 years assessing risk, I've learned something simple. Most financial crises do not arrive suddenly. They arrive gradually. So gradually that people mistake them for normal life. The retirement crisis may not begin when someone stops working. It may begin the moment the cost of staying alive starts rising faster than the value of everything they've spent a lifetime building. And perhaps the most dangerous risks are not the ones we can see, but the ones we spend decades assuming will somehow work themselves out. Thank you for listening. If you enjoy deep dives into economics, public policy, risk management, and the hidden consequences of major decisions, consider subscribing to Inside Hayes Mind. Until next time, keep questioning the obvious.